Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Good afternoon. Good to be here. I got a few things up here. Look at this. So I'm going to give a couple people a chance to get on. This is my Vitality Shift at 12:30. Yes, I'm here finally at 12:30. Made it on time. Good for me. So I want to check one thing. Awesome. Looking good. Hey, just want to really quick go over a few things. I got a few things up here. You might be wondering, like me, if I was looking at this, like, what's he talking about? But I actually had a few things that I was inspired about. I had to change my air filter this past weekend. And, to be honest with you, I kind of forgot about it. And I said, you know what? I come home, my wife's saying, and it's been more dusty and everything. And it's like, you know what? I better check that air filter. So went and checked the air filter, and oh my God, it was very, very dirty. So I said, that's not good. And it's just the little things that we leave uncorrected for a while, and they end up becoming more of an issue. If you don't replace your air filter on a regular basis, what ultimately will happen is, if you talk to any AC guy, heating and air guy, they'll say it puts amount of stress on the unit, and it'll actually cause your unit to break down, more fixes, it costs you a lot more money, and your unit won't be as efficient. And I'm like, and I remember hearing that. It's like, you know what? That's kind of like a lot of like our bodies. If you don't replace, or if you don't take care of your bodies, just like an air filter, something small, something so inexpensive, something so basic can lead to devastating things when it comes to your AC. But when you think about it, and it's just out of sight, out of mind, right? Because it's the same thing with our bodies, out of sight, out of mind. Same thing like, if you see a gas light. Now new cars, we got a new car recently, and it's like dinging and everything, doing all these crazy things and saying that, hey, you need to get gas. I got an old school truck, 2004. If I'm not looking at my gas cage, I'm going to run out of gas. And there are times when I totally feel like, holy smokes, I better hurry up. But if I don't do the simple act of just putting in some gas, I'm going to be out in the middle of somewhere wondering how the heck am I going to get home when I just passed like 10 gas stations. I love this one. I used this for a long time. Engine warning light, With, the new cars, again, have so many warning lights going on. It's very hard not to notice what's going on in your car, or that something's wrong going on in your car. And honestly, right now, if it's just flat out ignoring it. Because I know, we had these lights go on, and we have one or two options. We can actually take charge and take action, do something about it, or we can ignore it. Same way with our bodies. We can do something simple like change the filter, or do something and like, hey, there's a warning sign going on. And you think about what kind of warning signs in our body is our body giving us. Here's the problem, guys, and this is what I'm passionate about teaching and educating people, because doctor does mean teacher. I say that all the time. And we feel like symptoms and pain are our only indicators. They're our only warning lights. They're not. They're actually one of the worst ones. Pain is an indicator that is something that's been left uncorrected for too long, and then it's actually developing a symptom, right? And so pain is one symptom that we feel. What are all the symptoms that we're covering up, we're ignoring? Like not being able to sleep, like not being stressed out, like being irritable, like maybe have some indigestion, maybe our stomach and we're just not digesting our food really good, we're gassy, we're bubbly, we got diarrhea. We don't have diarrhea, sorry to get gross, but things happen. And we just put those off like, oh, well, we're having some headaches, we'll take some aspirin, we'll take some whatever. Oh, hey, my back's hurting, we'll take some aspirin, or we'll go to our chiropractor, because there's chiropractors out there that are like, oh yeah, we'll treat your back pain. But if you come in this office, you're going to know that you're coming to this office because we're more of a wellness facility based on, yes, we will help you with your back pain, but let's talk about the truth. What's going on that's affecting you or causing that back pain? And so pain is not there on an island as the only symptom that's saying, yes, oh, you have pain here, that means this is happening. Usually when you have migraines, headaches, it's because we've actually been ignoring our warning signals for quite a long time, and now it's developed into a big problem. I just had someone here just this morning and recently come in, and well, I just had some back pain, and they literally couldn't move, literally hardly could walk. They crawled in. And I said, well, have you had stuff before? Like, well, no, I haven't had any problems in 4 years. But when I questioned, he said, well, there's a lot of little things that because he has a high tolerance and he's, a hard worker, just grunt through it, take a Tylenol, we get through it. The thing is, you can't ignore, you can't not change your filter, you can't not, you can't not acknowledge that, yes, the engine light is going on or the oil light is on without there being consequences. And so we have to take charge and we have to take action. And that's my message today, is just make sure you're taking action. Chiropractically speaking, we take action. We look at the body from the inside out approach and not an outside in approach like so much of allopathic medicine does. We'd rather look at inside in, inside out, what's going on inside of our bodies, emotionally, physically, mentally, chemically. So it's more than just, hey, where's your back pain? And let's get the primary problems out of the way. Let's strip those out. 100%, man. I mean, if you have a neck pain, back pain, arm pain, sciatica, we got answers for you. And we can get you there quicker and faster and safer than, I will say, most any other thing out there. And we do it in a way that you don't need to take drugs or surgery. But we do it in a way because it works and it stays that way. At least the work that we do here in this office that I'm really proud to do, we do it in a way that your body's going to accept it and it's going to stay fixed, and it's not a temporary deal. You got me? And so we're going to be talking more about these processes. I've got a lecture coming up on a detox that I'm going to be laying out here soon. I've got another really cool workshop that we're going to be advertising on stress, because now is the time to be talking about this stuff, be honest with you, which people are ripe for it, so we need to get out there and do it, because anything we can do to boost our immunity, to just take charge of our own bodies and not be so scared and just so susceptible to everyone else out there talking about, you're going to die, you're going to do this. I want to give you some tools that you can take charge of our own body, all right? So that's my mission. That's what we're here to do. And of course, adjusting my normal schedule, adjusting everybody, acupuncture, and the whole thing. So thanks for letting me play here a little bit. I hope you have a great Monday. I hope this was helpful. If it is, please make a post. Please share this, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are ignoring the warning signs. And if you ignore it, it's going to end up problems. That's why we have the number one symptom in heart attacks is a heart attack. And that's why the number one killer in the United States is heart disease. So we can't ignore those symptoms, or we can't ignore those little things that are going on in our bodies. Have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you Wednesday at 12:30, if not before. Bye.